These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 8 read. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
He finds Taylor, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
He's got him in, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. It's our time. Look at me, zipper. Watch twist, watch twist. Ready?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Love. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll run with Taylor. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Break. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Clifford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 83 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
218, chopper.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is Breida. And he gets it down to the 32. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go. Here we go. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Clifford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Look at me. Door. Go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read. Bam.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Set up, 30 base. Watch that in. Watch that in.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Ready? 60 yards. General West, 5.
On first down, Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Our time. It's our time. Check safety. Check safety.
They run again with Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Back to throw. Clifford. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Here we go, D. Anxious, go.
Block again here on second and 10. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lamb. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Ready. 50, plant. Tackle.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey.
At the 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I get. This is good. We can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Come on, set. 8, read. Back. Recon, 132 fighter. He's checking. Crash. He's coming. Double up. 2.
They run with Breida.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
70, Indy. Hey. 4 down. Cut. Yep. Roy. Down. 5.
Now it's Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Down. 10-2 soft. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll have another first down and more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So and
across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Locke to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Rams.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Locke going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
70, Indy.
On the draw, this is Love. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now to the air, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Clifford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The give to Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
The Rams first down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's